This happens way too often. It's something that I've been seeing quite a bit more lately is that people are not riding their own ride. They're following a vehicle up in front or following another rider up front and then making the same mistakes as the people up front. So let's go ahead and talk about this one and why this person crashed during the corner when it was not a lot of speed and not a lot of problems involved. Let's do it.
Carajo, la puta madre que lo parió.
So right here we have two motorcycle riders. We have the guy in the green and the guy in the rearview mirror. We also have a vehicle up front. We have no real escape paths. This almost looks like it's a one-way road. It could be a two-way, but there's no centerline stripe. So we don't have very much in terms of escapes or, you know, safety margins basically on this situation. So in this situation, especially with this, I would be like almost a yellow orange. I'm going to be bouncing back between orange and yellow stage quite a bit. So I'm going to be zoned in, but I'm also going to be concerned about certain things. So we're going to move forward just a little bit here. We're going, it looks like 66 kilometers per hour. And this is 30 kilometers per hour. Can somebody let me know if these guys are speeding or if this is a recommendation? This is not the United States. It's not something I completely focus on. But either way, if it says 30 and we're going 65, we're going double, okay? So this guy up front is going to be slowing down for this turn. So he's not doing a very good job. He's got a tire on the dirt, and we're following pretty dang close to this. So right here we have some decent vision in front of the vehicle. That's great, but still a blind turn. So we're going to make our turn also. A very bad road also. So watch out for the road with the gravel and everything, especially with something like this. So he's going to turn left too, and he's cutting these left turns very sharp, and then this motorcycle rider is kind of following him. He's trying to do what this car is doing. We can't be doing that as motorcycle riders. So he's going to go same speed but didn't cut across like the car did. So that's going to be the biggest problem here, is that the car decided to cut and go outside, inside, outside at this speed. Now, if you stay outside, outside, outside as a motorcycle rider, just like this motorcycle rider did, is that if you're at a higher rate of speed, that doesn't give you very much margin of error to your right. So this is why I like to do middle, middle, middle when I do cornering, because I'm not traveling at a high rate of speed when I do cornering. I'm not, trying to get a knee down or anything like that. Here's the thing, guys. I'm just trying to get from point A to point B as safe as possible, and I think a lot of you guys are doing the same. So don't worry about line selection. Don't worry about all that stuff. What I would worry about is line of sight, and then putting yourself in whatever lane position you possibly can to give yourself the best line of sight. So when I look at this right here, I can see that there's no cars coming, especially right here, because if a car was coming, it would be the same height as the car in front of me. I would have seen the tops of the car. So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be outside, middle, possibly middle. I want to be outside right now so I can see, but the moment before I transition to the actual turn, I'm going to move my bike's position to, I'm going to put it right here. Okay, this is like my lane position 2. I'm going to utilize this long strip of brown or black, and then the outside is 3, this is 1, and this is 2. So I'd be right there. Okay, so that way I have good line of sight and I have a safety margin left or right. That's not what happens here. So since I have a safety margin, if I start to go a little bit too wide, I have a little bit of road left and traction basically to correct myself if I have to. But if I'm already right here where this motorcycle is, then I have nothing to correct myself. And that's all you really need, is just a little bit to help you out. So he's going to go wide right here. And so he's going too fast for his abilities during this turn. And he's going to just get a little bit of that shoulder, a little bit of that gravel. And it's going to cause him to crash, basically. Lose traction right there. So that his rear tire lost traction. And then it's going to be the slowest high side I've ever seen on a motorcycle. If you're going to have a high side, this is the high side you want, where you can set your foot down and never touch the ground basically with your body. So very good on him for being able to slow it down enough to where this is not going to be a big issue. But let's go ahead and go all the way back to the beginning, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I would be doing. And once again, We don't have all the factors, so we don't know if what I'm going to do is 100% perfect, but it's going to mitigate some of these issues that we're having in this video. So right here, I would increase the space cushion because I want this car to be the smallest dot ever, okay? So if we take a look at this, this is us being super close to that car, and if we're getting further and further and further and further and further away, you notice how you can see around that car pretty easily? Yeah, don't be up close on the car like that. That's going to cause a problem when it comes to your vision. So increase that space cushion. So increase the space cushion. If it says 30 kilometers an hour and we're going double that, let's go ahead and I understand. Okay, I get it. I get it. Instead of going 65 and a 30, maybe go 50, 55 to at least increase that space cushion to where that car's out of your way and you guys can just enjoy yourself. Having a comm system will help you out. Tell them, hey, we're going to slow it down a little bit. That way this car can get away from us, because this car seems to be trying to haul butt also to get away from these motorcyclists, or maybe they're all together. I don't know. Either way, increase the space cushion, ride your own ride, get yourself in a good spot. So right here we have a turn to the right that is pretty much blind. You can't see much. You can already tell there's no cars because of the level of the fence and the bushes and this car in front of us. So once again, I'd be off to a different lane position. So you can actually already see that in the rearview mirror. The guy behind him is doing that. So I would do that also. I'd probably be right here during this part. And then during the turn, I would be about right here. And then afterwards, I would be right where the motorcyclist is at right now. There's no point in going super wide now because we're going to try to give ourselves the best space cushion. The reason why I was off super wide, I was outside middle on the other turn, is because we also had oncoming traffic lane of a space cushion just in case something screwed up. So now that we're turning left, we don't have that extra shoulder. So I would be middle on that position. So I would definitely be middle about right here. Right here, I'd be middle. And that's what I would be doing. And once again, that is to give me the best line of sight and the best space cushion possible for this turn. That's all I care about. I don't care about going fast. I don't care about any of that stuff. I just want to get to where I want to go safe as possible. That's what I'd be doing. But what he did good right here was slow it down and basically just let the bike fall over and then try to walk away. And he's wearing full gear. Very good. High vis. That's even better. And that's it. It's almost a non-issue. Now, how do we protect that bike? Make sure you get some frame sliders, or make sure you get a crash cage, or get an engine guards, whatever type of bike you got. And now your bike is protected from that situation. So now pick it up and then take a quick look, do a T-clocks, because you don't know what could be damaged, even if you have full protection for your bike. Turn it on, do another quick check, roll it forward a little bit, do another check for the tires. And if everything's good, handlebars are not loose, all that stuff, we'll continue on with the day, or take it home now and do an extra full-on check to make sure nothing is actually broken. Okay, guys? So with that said, I hope you guys ride safe, be safe, and I will be seeing you Tuesdays and Thursdays during the live stream.